Welcome back everyone, welcome back to another video. As you can see on screen, we have the update 27, which has just been released this week, American Automotive. In this update, you get a bunch of new cars, a bunch of returning cars as well, such as the Cadillac CT4, Ford F-150 as the series rewards. For the individual seasonal rewards, you can get the new Corvette Z06, the Belvedere, which is a new car, returning cars, the Firebird 68 and the Chevy Nova. I don't know if the Firebird's actually a returning car, however that paint does definitely look nice. I'd assume it may be a new car. For winter, you get the new Lucid Air, brand new to Forza Horizon, returning Pontiac GTO Judge, and these other two returning cars, the Rosion Q1, which I don't even know what it is, and the Lincoln Continental. We're going to quickly go through some stuff in the update that came out. So this is the Forza forums, guys. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, go sign up. Forza devs look and moderate this community online, so if you have a suggestion, it gets enough votes, you might even see it in the game. Let's go quickly through what you've got. A bunch of or the oval track has returned, or the stadium track's returned. This is just the event rewards, so the one-only wheel spins, stuff that doesn't really matter too much. Forzathon shop, you can get the Hennessy Venom GT, Dodge Challenger RT as well. Apart from that, it's pretty standard. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I also have some patch notes here as well, guys, that we can check out. The Forza Wiki, I always usually use this site. I find it quite detailed. Lots of ads. Don't click on the ads, they're all scams. But as you can see, it goes through everything, what you can earn, what you can win. The American Automotive car pack as well, that has been announced and released in the game. It's a DLC that is not included. Pretty cross about this. A DLC that's not included in the premium edition. So I do understand that they do have to make revenue somehow throughout the game, now that the game's been out for 2 years now, or just over 2 years. So a couple of cars there, but I don't really think that that's worth the money. Just in my opinion, they should have put more cars in there, such as the Lamborghini car pack that they brought out a while ago. Had like about 6 or 7, 8 cars. I think that's when a car pack's probably worth it. But for, you know, I think it was maybe about $15 or $14 Australian, maybe about £7.5 or maybe about $10 US. I personally don't think it's worth it. So a bunch of new fixes, new road race routes, as you can see here, accessibility fixes, car customization, bunch of new rims as well. I'll put them up on screen, but as you can see, there's, you know, about 31 wheels which have been added into the game. There's also something that wasn't mentioned, which is auto car show vouchers, so auto show car vouchers. Now what this is you don't have enough credits in the game to be able to buy a car in the auto show, but you want to buy a car. Now this is probably for the newer players in the game who don't particularly want to play through the story or haven't played through the story to be able to earn enough credits and do what they need to do. So essentially you can buy a car in the auto show without you can buy a pass. You can buy like a voucher for $4.99, $9.99 or $19.99. That's all pounds, I'm pretty sure, or maybe USD, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, put it in the comments down below, guys. But basically that voucher will allow you to buy any car in the auto show with one of the vouchers. It doesn't include reward cars, and it doesn't include car pack cars, which is pretty annoying, to be honest. I don't know who would fucking buy that, to be honest. Just do some races, get some credits up, sell some cars, or yeah, just figure. There's plenty of ways to make money in Forza Horizon 5. But the main thing of today's video was I did want to show you the new Corvette Z06. And as you can see on the screen, this is the new Corvette Z06 that was just released in the game. It does not sound very good, and I have a bit of a bone to pick with this car, to be honest. But it is a new car to the game. It does handle quite well. but not as well as a Lamborghini or a Ferrari as you'd expect. It is an American muscle car. Now the interior is literally just the same as a Corvette C8 in general. As you can see here, it's just same, like nothing's changed really. So that's the interior. Obviously you've got a bunch of new air on the car because it is the Z06 version. The front splitter, front canards, as well as the side skirts. Also have that massive carbon wing at the back, which that does look pretty cool, not gonna lie. As you can see, you open up the trunk, the car is a mid-engine, two-seater, high-end sports car, almost supercar, pretty much. But apart from that, yeah, let's dig into it, guys. Let's check this car out. I'll show you how it sounds, and I am pretty disappointed by that. I don't know why I'm pretty disappointed by it. I think it's the fact that it sounds like a Schlagen GT from GTA 5. Now, problem is you can tell that the upgrade for the exhaust doesn't change the sound of it at all, which is pretty annoying. Now, this car does have quite a decent amount of horsepower. I'm actually not going to put any aspiration on it, so turbos or a supercharger. But we still do have 750 horsepower, which is pretty decent for a C8 Corvette or just Corvette in general. We will put the race weight reduction on, just because we're not putting any aspiration on. We're not going to get up there in terms of the horsepower, like 800-900 horsepower, 1000 horsepower kind of thing. It's more just a kind of a, I don't know. It should be good in the corners, that's what I'm trying to say, because of the aero and the amount of power it's got is plenty, like, for the corners and to go through, decent corners at high speeds and be able to get that downforce, considering it has the wing on the back of it. Now, I did put the race tyres on. Aero, I'm not even going to bother checking out. But one thing I did forget to check out was the rims. Let's go check out these new HRE wheels. Alright, so if you want to go check out the HRE wheels, they're in specialized rim style. They start here. Although, let's go suss them all out. They do look pretty good. I'm glad they've actually added more rims to the game. Geez, some of these wheels do actually look pretty good. As to what wheels, I was running those before, the P4SCs. I don't know what fucking, all these P10s, it's just the code name of the wheels, pretty much. But yeah, I don't really know what we're going to run. 27, 30, 31, 32. They put in total 33 wheels in the game, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy at that. You can't really knock that. I'm going to go for the P101SCs. They do look pretty good. Alright, so we have made it to the drift mountain. I find that this drift mountain is perfect for testing cars handling. But yeah, without further ado, let's go up this mountain and see actually how good this car is at drifting. We'll do the speed test later. But, I mean, it's pretty good so far. I mean, you can't be a dickhead in the corners, obviously you're going to get heaps of oversteer. Whoa. And the 300 SL, nice. Alright, oh shit. Nope, alright. I mean, so far it handles pretty well. But obviously that downforce coming from that rear spoiler, that full carbon rear spoiler. Oops. I don't want to drift, Mr. Forza. I just want to go for a blast up the mountain in my new C8 Z06. Now, this car is free for everyone, in case you're wondering. But yeah, I really like the handling on this car. It is, even when you power out of the corners with full throttle, just then, actually that was full throttle as I was coming out of that last corner. Pardon me. It is, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's planted pretty well on the road, and it really soaks up those corners. The digital dash is a lot better instead of the analog dash. I think the C8, the standard C8 has not analog dash. It's obviously digital, but analog dials. I mean, brake. Sorry, guy. I'm just trying to concentrate here. Oh, bit oversteer. So yeah, oversteer kicks in when it needs to. But other than that, it's more like It's more just the yeah, when you really get around a tight corner and then you fully accelerate out of the corner, it really doesn't want to stay planted. It kind of, the back end, the back end kicks out like that, or if you go way too fast around in the corner, the back end kicks out. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's quite fast around the corners. I would like to test this against the Ferrari or, you know, something like that, because I think it would give a Ferrari a proper run for its money, but obviously not a crazy fast tuned Ferrari or something like that, more just a couple of upgrades. But this thing is fully upgraded, although I'm not expecting big things in terms of speed from the car when we do our speed test. Alright, so we have made it to the highway, the infamous highway that we use for our speed tests. We will do a launch. Now I have tuned the car, so should be able to get a good launch. But let's stop just up here on top of this, or just after the bridge, because the bridge there, that usually has a big bump there. Anyway, let's suss this out. Okie dokie artichoke, let's give it the beans. I mean, it's pretty good launch for 750 horsepower. That's not a lot of wheel spin, and the launch control does work quite well there. In terms of speed, I reckon probably maybe 320 at the most. Like, this car's not going to be very fast. It's going to be more fast throughout the corners. It's not really designed to go very, very fast at all. Alright, so from factory, I was going to say from standard, but from factory, it does have a 8-speed gearbox, from what I'm aware of, and I was right, 320. Yeah, nice. 325. Yeah, so 320, 330 is the top speed of this car. I mean, as I said, I wasn't really expecting anything too big from it. It's got a lot of air on the car, which obviously slows it down, and drag, and yeah, you need good airflow for a car that's going to reach, you know, 400, 450 kph. But we've got another hill here, so we'll see if we can make 430. Come on. Come on. 335. Fuck yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, 340, 330, we're slowing down because of the drag, yeah. I mean, as I said, I wasn't really expecting anything too big from this car, to be honest, as it more is a car to handle throughout the corners and not for speed. But anyway, guys, this is the Corvette Z06. Anyone can win this car. It is part of the season 27, the first season, so some of the wet season. It's like 20 points, not much. Go and look at this car, go and suss it out if you want it. If not, don't worry about it. But no, guys, thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you in the next one.